Hi guys, welcome to Fierce and Pretty. Hanni here for the last time this year. Today's topic is looking forward to next year, to 2021, and it's the card of the year. I'm gonna be adding on this video parts when I was going on a walk after Christmas in a snowy forest, so you don't have to be staring my face the whole time. So you can enjoy some scenery from the Lake Hell here in Finland while listening. So as I said in my deck collection video that I'm gonna be starting to work with this Fountain Tarot journal next year. I bought this year, but I didn't feel like starting in the middle of the year. So that's why I've been keeping this for the New Year's. And the first exercise of this book is the card of the year. I don't know, there might be different ways of calculating the card of the year, but in this journal it is birthday plus month plus the current year. And for me that would be 11 plus 11 plus 2021. And then you summarize that all up together and then just continue adding the numbers. I will write the formula here if somebody wants to do the calculation for themselves. And if you do, and if you intend to use your card of the year, I would love to hear in the comment box what is your card of the year and do you have any intentions on working around that topic. In the Fountain Tarot journal, it first gives me a prompt to create a general intention around the card of the year, and which is for me this year the Hermit. And I think that is a beautiful card to be working with, and the intentions that I'm going to include in this card of the year full year exercise, I think that they are something that I actually really need. In the Fountain Tarot journal there is also individualized intentions for the card of the year, and they go through different parts. So if you want to do the same exercise for yourself, I'm just sharing it here just in case. So the specific intentions for the year surrounding self, communication, home, creativity, health, family and partnership, mind and spirit, vocation, and by the way, that word, I had to ask my friends from US, Lennon and James helped me, because I had to ask them, what is vocation? Because we were talking when I was reading this, because I thought that somebody just misspelled vacation, which would have sounded better for me, but they told me it means job or work. So then friendship and others. So this is the exercise that I'm going to do on New Year's around the card of the year for myself, because I feel that the Hermit card is just something that really suits my needs, what I want to be working with the next year. But when we talk about the Hermit card in tarot, a lot of them are really depicting the same image that I have tattooed on my arm. And actually this is a perfect reminder for me this year that I have my card of the year visibly the whole year. But the majority of tarot decks, when we talk about the archetype of Hermit, we depict the old man, the light, the searching, the beard, the staff. I'll be adding some pictures from my other tarot decks here while I talk about this same archetype, so you can just enjoy them also. But for me, the Hermit is this part of Hermit, this old bearded dude walking in this solitary path of searching and introspection. But for me, I also feel in the hermit archetype represented one aspect of the god Odin from Norse pantheon. The part of seeking the hidden knowledge, the things occult, the internal wisdom. And for me, that is a big part of what I'm going to be working with the hermit archetype the next year of 21. But in the hermit, if we look in the tarot, there are different looking hermits. For example, these two, the hermits with their books. And I love these depictions of the hermit archetype also, and this is a part that a way that I'm gonna be doing my work with the hermit archetype. Because I think it's not only about just looking inwards and listening to yourself, but for me the path of the hermit next year also will be a continuum of finding also the knowledge in the books. And that's why I like these depictions of the hermit card. And one more aspect for me working with the hermit archetype next year will be around the internal, personal, shamanistic work. And for me, the cards from Mythology Fennica Tarot, the Antero Vipunen, the old wise stone figure which holds the knowledge inside it, and the Afro-Brazilian tarot decks image. These to me represent more the shamanic workings. And the way I'm going to be exploring this more shamanic side of the hermit archetype will include drum journeys, and they are really personal, solitary moments where there's just me and my internal world while journeying. And one big part that I'm really waiting for already is that we're going to Lapland at the end of February again. So this time there's gonna be a lot of snow, and I'm gonna take my drum and do some journeys up in the Laplands. I don't know, let's see about the weather, either outside, if the drum is willing to play in those weather conditions, up on the Lapis Tunturi, the mountains in Lapland, or then again in this hut with real fire burning there. Those are going to be my hermit moments. And this time we're just going together with the hubby, so there will be much more time for me to also spend time with my inner hermit, because there are no kids and that normal mom stuff that needs to be taken care of. Then another aspect of hermit and how I see and how I'm going to work with it is the meditation. That is something that I did quite a lot before I moved in together with the hubby. And now the situation is that I'm almost never home alone, and I want to be at peace. Okay, sometimes I do sit on meditation with those big headphones, and yes, the family gives me the time to do that, but it comes out more naturally in me when I am home alone. And I can, because for me, when I meditate, I either need complete silence or then I need some sort of music to meditate with. But I think these two cards from the Light Seers and the Silic Tarot represent that part of the Hermit card really beautifully. The solitude, the meditation, the looking inwards. And that is something that I really enjoy doing, and it hasn't been an easy part for me to learn to meditate. It took a while, I can say it took over a year, way over a year, to really understand what was the point of meditation. And then I started to really gain things through meditation. And I did type of, it's different than the drum journeys while doing them, but still, while meditating, I have been doing type of journeys and seeing things when I go deep enough. Sometimes when there's just a short time, I'm able to just calm myself and listen. But sometimes I just go somewhere and see some things. It's different. But it wasn't easy. But I think that's an important practice that I do really want to continue and do a lot more in 2021 that I did this year. Because before, like even last year in 2019, meditation was the main practice of my spiritual work. Then there are different hermit images, like in the Moonchild, the girl walking, looking into that different view from inside that Egyptian type cathedral looking, or this cave with these poles and looking outside. And part of my next year hermit journey would also, I'm hoping that it will be possible to travel again, to seek even physically. Because for me, the hermit archetype is really the idea of seeking internal wisdom and peace and that good place where we are feeling whole with our body and mind and spirit. But also for me, it's the unity with the nature and everything in it. And that Moonchild hermit makes me think that I wish to do travels next year which have specific plans to explore my inner depths. And if those journeys ever come to fruition, I sure will be telling you guys more about those. But until we know what happens when we are able to travel. But I have few things that my hermit seeker path can't be done here in Finland. So for those I need to travel. I'm looking at the window. It's snowing. It's snowing heavily outside. The house is empty. There's only me and the cat and dog. So it's never perfectly empty at my place. But when it snows, the world seems really be in sync with the hermit archetype. It gives us more time. Everything is more quiet. The nature is quiet. People are not out so much. It is this weird silence which we got to experience also in the Hell Lake National Park that you've seen the pictures and videos here. And I think this is the perfect time to start to work with the hermit archetype. There you see the snow coming. So overall I'm excited to see, because I'm not big on journaling. I'm never good at it. I always skip on it, and it isn't something that comes naturally out of me. So I'm hoping that this Fountain Tarot journal, which only asks me to do one exercise per week, so 52 readings, and I think I can do that. So also part of my my hermit year next year is to take the time and really listen better and pour it out from myself into this book. And if I'm able to complete these tasks, I think it would be interesting after 1 year, the day before the New Year's Eve in 2021, to come back to this video myself and see how things worked out and what my hermit year turned out to be. Because when Lennon Smith did a short 2-card reading for me, the first card she pulled out was the Antero Vipunen, the Hermit card from the Mythologia Fennica Tarot. And next to it, she pulled out the card for Väinämöinen, which is the Emperor card in that deck. But Väinämöinen in the Kalevala mythology is a wise man, kind of a knower, a wizard type of figure. And what I hope to gain through my hermit year is the story that is in the Kalevala, where if you listen to my interview with Susanna Salo about these cards, she was talking about when Väinämöinen goes into Antero Vipunen's mouth to gain the lost knowledge. And that's what I'm hoping to achieve next year while working with the hermit, is to gain more peace and wisdom and to be more knowledgeable around these topics that interest me. And I think part of working with this, the hermit archetype, that reminds me of one aspect of Odin is also going to include that working and gaining more knowledge with the runes and the workings that I've started to understand that I am doing with these deities around the inner wisdom. So the Hermit is my card of the year. I would really love to know what's yours, so let me know down in the comment box. I wish everybody a really happy new year. Hopefully you get to have some festivities. At least here in Finland we always do fireworks when it's New Year's, and that's pretty much it. Well, we do eat these little sausage like wieners and potato salad. Those are the Finnish New Year's traditions. If you have any fun traditions in your country, let me know about those also. It's always fun to hear. Until next year, bye guys!